All right, so today, these are your word problems that you did yesterday. I gave you them so that you could print them out and show your work next to each of them. So we're going to use these word problems from yesterday. You had it in a Google Doc to where that's how you submitted it, but I also gave it to you like this. So you need these cut out so that you can glue them in your notebook. I also gave you this here. Down here on the bottom, this magnifying glass. Well, when you guys are reading word problems, you need to pretend like you're a detective because you need to really look at the word problems and infer and visualize what is going on in the word problem. Just like when you're reading a story with Miss Rumley or a story when you're not even in school. You're inferring and you're looking for clues to give you hints to what the author is really talking about. So with word problems, there are some words that you can look for that are clues and some different kinds of situations. So some words that are clue words are like words like add, some, plus, altogether, increased, together, in all, more than, both, and combined. Some situations that could be happening in the word problem is someone's getting paid for working multiple days and wanting to know the paycheck for that week. Or you're traveling a distance and want to know how far they traveled altogether. Like I went to Charlotte, and I'm totally making up these numbers, and it was 53 miles away. Then from Charlotte, I went to Myrtle Beach, and that was 93 miles away. So I would add those two digits or two numbers together to get the total mileage that I went. Putting amounts together in one. So you have this amount of apples and you go to the store and you buy this amount of oranges and you want to know how many apples and oranges do we have all together to make fruit baskets with. Well, you're going to put it together so you're going to have to add it. And there's other situations too. That's not all of them. Those are just some examples. So what I want you to do today, I want you to take your highlighter and you're going to go to these word problems and I want you to highlight clue words or things happening in the word problem that tells you that you're going to add. Okay, so let's look at this first one together and I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Okay, so if I look at this first one, it says Ben got a temporary job working at the haunted house. He was a haunted ghost. It was his first week on the job, and on Friday he earned $36.77. On Saturday he earned $49.55. How much did he earn the first weekend he was working? Well, weekend means Friday and Saturday. And Sunday if he would have worked it, but he didn't work Sunday. He just worked Friday and Saturday nights. So the weekend means we would have to put these two together. So the fact that it says the weekend, it meant to put Friday and Saturday together so that we would have to add it. So weekend is Friday and Saturday. So that's why I added, because of that situation. Let's look at another one that talks about, that has one of the clue words. I'm going to skip to one on the end. Okay, let's look at this problem together. Tim was creating his vampire costume from scratch. He was using white foam paper to make his fangs. Each fang measured 1 45/100 inches. If he made 2 of them, how long were both the fangs combined? Well, if I look at my magnifying glass here, combined and both give me a clue that I'm going to add. So I'm going to highlight that, combined and both give me a clue that I'm going to add. So I want you to finish the rest of the problem. So there's 3 more of them. I want you to highlight and add little notes in there if you need to, if it's a situation, explaining how you knew you were going to add with those problems. Because when we get to subtraction and then we start doing adding and subtracting problems together, you need to be able to know which one to do, if you're adding at that time or you're subtracting at that time. So knowing the clue words and situations in which you would add numbers will really help you with that. So go ahead and do that. And once you're done, you're going to take a picture of your work and you're going to upload it onto today's lesson.